All right, so track 2 of Omega is She's So Low. She's so low, she's so low. This is a song that was influenced by Squeeze, another band that I love. And the lyricist for Squeeze, Chris Difford, he writes these, they're like novellas, they're like short stories. And they tell a complete tale, you know? And he's got male characters, he's got female characters. And he seems to be able to write from either perspective and do it justice. And so I picked a female character in this song, although, you know, all the characters are probably some reflection of me. Sue, I was thinking of a lawyer, it's a good name for a lawyer, Sue, right? And Sue is like one of these people in Idiocracy, if you see that Mike Judge movie, where it's like all the brightest, most ambitious, successful people are postponing having children, right? Even though they are perhaps, right, the ones that should be having the kids, you know? And so there's Sue, and you know, she's got a list, she's got a chart, she's got a 5-year plan to start. I had a 5-year plan. You know, and there's a role a man can play. Full head of hair, no room for gray. 6 foot plus, those 6 foot abs. An Ivy Leaguer would be fab. And so it goes until he shows she's so low. Right? Waiting for her perfect beau. So it's this, you know, this gal is like waiting for the perfect man. And then as I wrote the lyrics, I started thinking about this Shel Silverstein poem called Nobody, you know? Nobody loves me, nobody cares, nobody brings me apples and pears. And he uses nobody so often in the poem that it becomes a character. And I had the bridge, 'cause nobody's perfect, nobody's on the phone, nobody's coming to make a house a home. She's so low. And so nobody became the perfect man. And then she sleeps with him at night, pulls the covers up because he's cold. Well, he would be cold if he doesn't have a body, right? So, but the whole song really was an excuse to get to this. You don't have to move the camera. I'm just gonna play, there was this piece at the end that goes, and that is just the melody of the verse, right? Sue's a woman in the troubleshooter on the go. And that changes a little bit. So I had that whole piece figured out with an orchestral part. I knew exactly how it was going to sound. And that was like, basically the reason for that song's existence is just to get to the endings. It was so good. And then when it came time to do an intro, I did something I thought was funny, because the chords to the verse, which are the ending, so for the intro, I was like, what would happen if I reversed it? And I came up with that one chord's a little different. So it's a palindrome. Right? The intro and the outro are reversed versions of each other. Anyway, I thought that was kind of fun. So yeah, She's Solo.